Welcome to my channel. My name is Chef Din, and with over 40 years experience as a master chef, I'm going to teach you how to prepare your ingredients, mix your spices and then cook your dish. So let's not waste any more time and let's cook. Welcome John
Thank
to
you
my
very
home.
much. That's
and
lovely.
Today we're going to do some cooking with John. He's from Devon, yes?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny Devon.
So he's come all the way from Devon for holiday, and he's popped up to do a bit of cooking with me, and I'm going to show him how to cook a nice beef dish.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good, good. Before we start, I'd just like to mention that this is the first time I've met John. We first come across each other on my cooking channel, Chef Din, and he messaged me regarding my recipes, which I answered, and he's really enjoying cooking my base gravy and other curries I have on there. So he was coming to a holiday in Tenerife, and he messaged me that if we could meet up for a beer maybe. So I said, why not just pop up and have a curry with me, and maybe even cook it with me, which he jumped at. And so here he is today cooking this meat curry, a lentil curry, and a boiled rice. You'll find all the links to all these items I'm cooking today in the description page, so you too can create them as well. John also comes from a fish and chip shop background, where his family owns fish and chip shops in Devon, which are award-winning fish and chip shops apparently. So if you're ever in Devon, check it out. I'll leave his address in my description for you to check it out if you're in Devon. So let's not waste any more time now and cook this meal, which is going to take us probably about an hour and a half. That's that one on. Then we're going to put our lentils on.
Oh yeah.
See the lentils?
Oh, the three different types.
We got mug day, which is that one, the little one.
The small one.
Yeah. Then we have the split red lentils. Then
Yeah.
we have chana, and another small similar to.
In the city, there's a few. But where I live, I'm in the countryside. Really? There's
How far is the city?
half an hour.
Then you drive in.
Yeah,
Stock
you
up.
get everything.
Yeah.
But there's a guy who owns another Indian in town.
Yeah.
He's got, it's called what's it called? It's got I can't remember what the name of the shop is now. But it sells like beans and things.
Yeah.
And since sometimes I'll go in there and I'll say, have you got Kashmiri chili powder?
Yeah.
And he hasn't got it. I think this guy owns an Indian restaurant.
I bet. In Indian restaurants, they use the hot chili powder.
Oh, do they? Or just use less of it in a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the Kashmiri chili powder you use in tandoori
Oh, okay.
is to give colour.
Yeah, it's nice and red, isn't
Yeah. So where in Indian restaurants, all they're doing is using it to make the madras or vindaloo, Ceylon, bar, and so on. So you don't use the Kashmiri chili.
Oh, okay.
And it's very rare they use Kashmiri because they use the pastes and that for their tandoori mix.
Do they make the paste or buy them in?
They buy them in now.
Oh.
In the old days, you would mix with Kashmiri chili
Yeah.
and all the other different spices. But now, because of the paste and that, they just use paste. I don't think they use any raw spices.
Really?
Yeah.
And most of the dishes you buy, they'll have like a madras paste, for example.
No. That you do. For the tandoori chicken tikka,
the tandooris.
to marinate them, they're using paste now.
Ah.
Okay, see, so you wash it until it's nice and clear. Okay?
Yeah.
So now it's nice and clear, the water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then we just put water in it. It doesn't have to be 100% because sometimes... see how much water there is?
Yeah.
Compared to the lentil we had?
Yeah.
So, okay. So we put that on as well. In that one, we're going to put our salt. if you wash two of those tomatoes, and then just chop it up and throw it in there as well.
Just roughly chopped up?
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
What, diced or just in?
8 pieces. So half, then 4. This meat takes a long time to cook. We're going to stew it down.
Yep.
We're going to cook that for an hour. We're going to bring it to the boil. We're going to put some fresh chilies. Okay. Yeah, put that in as well.
Shall I take a couple of photos stirring the curry or something?
Yeah.
While it's in, then I'm just going to go and get my mum something.
What's your favourite curry?
This is one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good then.
Some fresh curry out there. Okay, that's fine. So just leave that to now. Garlic and ginger paste. Give that a stir in. Are you a big eater?
Yeah, I like my food.
Okay, so I'll do a bit extra rice. We put the rice in about 15-20 minutes.
The best tip I've had from following your videos so far
Yeah,
is the pre-cooked chicken.
yeah.
Because I followed some recipes before and they said boil it in water with the spices in the water, and I could never ever get the chicken to be tender.
I can't understand why they do that. Why they give information to people that way? Because I've never ever seen any restaurant chefs or anyone just boil their chicken. I've never.
So when I've used
A little bit of turmeric.
oh yeah,
That's all. That's the only spice we're going to use.
and that's in the lentils.
And the lentils,
Yeah.
and so a little bit of coriander. We're going to.
I sent you a few videos. That must have been maybe a month ago now, and I've done your base gravy.
Yeah.
The only thing is I didn't put the whole the chicken pieces in. I put the stock in.
Okay.
So it's like a combination of the two that you've done.
Yeah.
And I pre-cooked the chicken. And in the video where you're saying not to add any water, let the water come out of the chicken.
Yeah.
And that's the only curries I've made where the chicken's been as tender as I'd get it in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because although I can get the taste of the sauce and that, you know, like the same Indian restaurant style,
Yeah.
I can never get the chicken right. But now that method, not only is it tender, but because of all the ingredients that go in with it, it's like you say, it's got its own flavour. It's not like you're having
That's
to
right.
add-
Like the chicken what I show you, you can basically just eat that with some rice.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Yeah.
It's like a meal in itself.
Yeah. So you know, I'm not sure why they teach people the wrong way.
So where are these people learning these things? Are they just sort of...
Well, they could be like going into an Indian restaurant, just watching someone or asking someone to show them, and they show them the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even on other channels, other chefs cooking, I noticed that when they're showing how to cook restaurant style curries, they're not actually showing them. They're showing them using raw chicken, and cooking the curry. But in the restaurant, they don't use the raw chicken.
No.
It's all cooked. It's all pre-cooked.
So it's not like a true reflection
No.
on how they cook in a restaurant.
No, basically. So, right, we have our rice, we have our lentil on, and that's it. We're going to let that come to the boil,
Yeah.
and then we're going to turn it down, let it simmer for about half an hour or so. Then we'll finish it off with some garlic. We're going to temper it with some garlic and some oil, and that will just change the flavour of the lentil, yeah? Because just having lentil like that, it won't give you really nice flavour. But we're going to temper it with fresh garlic and some mustard seed and some cumin seed.
Oh,
yeah.
So is that frying it up and then adding that oil?
We're frying it in the oil.
Ah.
Yeah. The garlic and these items, and then we add in oil to that.
Oh, nice. So
Right.
it's an extra, again,
And
extra layer of flavour.
that will give that will completely change the lentil.
Yeah.
You know, where this one will stew down.
Yeah.
And
Smells good already.
yeah, that'll stew down, and we'll just turn it down and let it just cook, and that's it for about an hour. We'll let that simmer cook gently. Yeah.
That's
so
just,
you saw how easy it was.
Yeah.
I've just thrown everything in, especially when it's beef. Yeah.
It doesn't need so much fuss as other
No.
meat.
Now, if it's lamb, you may have to put the onion first.
Oh, okay.
Because it's softer, and stew the onions down a little bit more.
Yeah.
For about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then put the lamb.
Okay.
Yeah?
So lamb's
because
less time.
lamb is much softer meat,
Yeah.
so it takes less time. Where this one, because it's beef, it takes longer. We're going to keep stirring it. As
Yeah.
we're stirring it, the onion's going to break down and become the sauce.
Okay.
Okay?
So almost what we're doing in a way is you're almost making almost like making a base gravy at the same time
In the
as
pot.
cooking the pot.
Yeah,
Right.
really. And we're using the flavour from the bones of the meat and the meat to give us the flavour in the sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So basically, this is where I suppose BRI curries come into it, because this is all happening in one pot.
Yeah.
Where because we're going to cook in a restaurant like chicken, meat, vegetable, prawns, and so on, we have to make the sauce separately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way we can just add the sauce with the different ingredients. But the different ingredients being like the chicken, the vegetables, the meat, we've already cooked. So it's like already cooked to that flavour.
Yeah.
So even that you can just put on a plate with some rice and eat it.
Yeah.
And it's got all the flavour. So when you put the gravy, which is full of flavour as well,
Yeah.
with the meat and everything, you just give it a good stir, leave it, let it thicken up, it's ready to serve.
Yeah.
You know?
So basically, with the BIR style, you're cooking everything separate,
Yeah.
and then you're putting it all together to make
Yeah.
the dish. But with this, I wouldn't say it's slower because you haven't got to pre-cook everything, but it's all like cooking this dish now is going to take longer than if you had all the pre-cooked
That's
things.
right. So a pre-cooked one will take you, to get everything ready, you know, the gravy itself will take you about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right, and then all the other items to get ready, you're talking about a good 3 hours cooking time.
Yeah.
You know, so in an Indian restaurant, they would take 3 hours, meaning they would come in at 11 o'clock in the morning, and they would cook till 2 o'clock, yeah, and then they would have a rest,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then start cooking for the evening.
Then when they come down, they don't cook, they just put everything together.
Yeah.
You know, if a chicken madras, they get the chicken, they get the bit of chili powder, bit of tomato puree if they use a bit of tomato, squeeze a lemon juice,
Yeah.
gravy, give it a stir,
Done.
let it cook.
Yeah. So they've cooked it already. They're just putting it together.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is what I can't understand when they show on YouTube and they put in like 3 or 4 teaspoons of spices in one curry. What's
Yeah.
all that about?
It should already have the flavours in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I started. When did you start in your cooking shop?
What, me personally?
Yeah. When did you start cooking?
So I worked on and off there as I was a kid in school.
Yeah.
Going in, and I started off just like cleaning the windows and
okay.
doing all the rubbish jobs, like cleaning the chip box out.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't cook because I was only a school kid.
Yeah.
Then I started cooking chips on a Friday and Saturday night.
So now we're going to turn it down a little bit.
Because it's boiling.
Yeah, it's boiling. Okay. So what we're going to do is basically wash the rice. Make sure you get rice which is a good quality one. Okay. I'm using a long grain basmati rice, so it's quite long, and the rice is quite big when it cooks.
Yeah. Take on the water.
Yeah. Nearest to that rice is Tilda.
Tilda.
Yeah. It's more expensive, but you know, how many times do you eat rice?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. A couple of times a week maybe?
Yeah. I always buy Tilda. I used to, but I can't get it here now because of Brexit. It's all changed.
What's it like here getting ingredients?
I can get all the ingredients, but the Tilda rice seems to be like 4 times the price.
Really? Is that import charges and things they're putting on?
I don't know. I think it's retailers trying to just rip people off.
Yeah.
You know? So this rice I found about 6 months ago, and I think it's better than Tilda.
Oh, I do.
You know?
Win-win.
Because it's a long grain, and it really puffs up, and it's lovely. You'll see where. So I've washed this about a good
7 or 8 times.
Yeah. So now this is the key. I'll do it slowly for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to put water, but see the finger?
Yeah.
We're going to put it right down to the bottom and measure how much water. So it comes on that line of my finger.
Okay.
Okay. Then what we're going to do is put my finger on top of the rice, just so it's just about touching, and we're going to just measure up to that line.
To the same line.
To the same line. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
That's your measurement.
Ah,
Any,
easy.
any rice you cook, big pot, small pot, if you do that
So a
measurement.
finger of rice and then a finger of water on
That's
top
right.
of the rice.
But if you'll find a different rice needs to do less or more water.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you cook your first rice, you realise is that the right amount.
So this is for the basmati.
Basmati.
Basmati rice.
So this is going to be basmati rice. You can cook pillar rice with this.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to cook a simple boiled rice.
Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit of oil.
It's the small things that can make a difference. See, I've never known how to cook rice like that.
A little bit of salt. Yeah, even if you put a little bit more water, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Okay. So okay, it's looking good.
Smelling good.
That's looking good. So we'll put the rice on. See, I don't smoke, so.
No. Doesn't want to light.
It doesn't, does it? I've got oil on my hand, that's why.
Ah. There you go.
Okay.
The kitchen's nice and organised as well.
Yeah.
My kitchen's very small, so
Oh, is it?
yeah. I mean,
This was the last section of my villa, and I only finished in 2009.
oh, it's lovely.
Not 2009. 3 years ago.
2019.
Yeah, because it was my mother-in-law's 90th birthday.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something special for her birthday.
Oh, nice.
So I quickly got this finished.
Yeah.
And we had big Schaefer dishes all along here. And we had all chairs and umbrellas out here, and we had a band over there.
Oh, lovely.
But unfortunately, my mother-in-law, she had a mini something, and she wasn't herself.
Yeah.
You know, she's 93
Yeah.
this year.
Same age as my granddad. He's
Yeah.
93.
So anyway, she wasn't herself, and she didn't realise it was her birthday night there, so she wasn't really registering it.
Yeah.
But
well, it's a nice, lovely idea.
yeah.
Yeah, my kitchen's really. When I moved into the flat,
Yeah.
it was very. Well, you'd think Stevie Wonder had decorated it. It was very strange in there. So I spent a lot of time trying to just get like a pan rack, you know, just get everything a bit organised. But it's so small in there.
Yeah.
And I always thought when I was cooking curries, my partner, she'd come over and she'd be like, "Do you want a ham with anything?" And she'd just end up getting in the way because it's so small and pokey. So when I'm cooking, I just
my first kitchen, were the one I started off with, my dad's restaurant. Kitchen was probably from this wall to where you're standing, from there to about here.
Yeah.
And that was the size of the kitchen. And I would have 4 people working in there, one on the tandoori, the chef cooking, the washer upper and the packer.
Yeah.
Then I would go in as well when it gets really busy. I took a fortune in there.
Yeah.
It's just you have to just be organised.
Yeah, that's it.
But
Organisation.
my next kitchen was probably as big as this area, and when you've got a nice sized kitchen, it's so nice to work.
Yeah. One thing I've definitely from cooking the curries is, I know you made it clear that it's important to have everything to
ready.
hand and ready, because otherwise you can be,
especially when
this and
this is not so. You know, when you're cooking like traditional curries,
yeah,
you just once it's like once it's in there, it's cooking away, isn't it? And basically that's it. So what we're going to do is just get ready the tempering. Where's the garlic gone?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
It's over there by the pan.
Now all we're going to do is get ready the tempering. If you want to peel those 2 cloves,
Yeah.
I'll just get a frying pan.
Do you want me to chop them up?
Yeah, no, that can be chopped thinly.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Cook and be art, you have to have everything ready.
Yeah.
If you watch when I cook, you have to do it thin.
Great. You've done that before, haven't you?
I can do it with my eyes closed. Yeah, I can look over there and it can. You should be able to, with your finger, is your gauge, you know. So if you've got an onion, you should be able to. If you do it slowly when you start, see I move my finger.
Yeah. So you can move your finger further to make it thicker.
So you can make it thicker.
Yeah.
You can make it thinner. You know, and so on. This is the finger. So you mustn't lift it up too. With a restaurant down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're ready. There's the rice. See, it's already puffed up.
Yep.
Now all we're going to do is take that bit, and take that bit, and take that bit.
Rice on the bottom is more
Take
moist.
that bit, yeah. And that top rice will be nice and cooked. So now we're going to just leave this for 3 or 4 minutes and it's done. See how quick?
It smells amazing. I'm looking forward to digging in.
Okay,
And having
dig
a go.
in. Tell me what you think. This is beef on the rib, remember?
Beef so tender,
Yeah.
and the flavours are brilliant.
Good.
Really good. Really tasty.
Have you tried the lentil yet?
I'll try the lentil as well. delicious.
Good.
The taste, the first taste that comes through is that garlic, and then you get all the other flavours coming through afterwards. But God, the garlic flavour is really intense, considering
Not a lot of
there's
garlic.
not a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That is.